This is the one they'll remember me for.
Hey, detective. Your gatekeeper thinks I'm just a random guy, not your indispensable consultant.
You know, if I let you in every time, people might start thinking we're partners.
Come on, Detective Blake. You'd miss me if I stopped showing up.
Let him in.
Ah, how could I possibly resist such a warm invitation?
Do you have some kind of sixth sense for dead bodies, or do you just loiter near crime scenes for fun?
I prefer to call it an uncanny sense of timing. Also, you forgot to lock the fire escape.
Come on, what's your crazy theory for this one?
Whoever did this wasn't here to rob him. They were after something specific.
And you know this because?
Because I'm never wrong. You should write that down.
Whatever, Sherlock. Let's go have a chat with his nearest and dearest. Maybe one of them has something worth writing down.
How may I help you, Detective?
Vanessa, what really happened between you and Ellis at the gala?
He humiliated me in front of everyone, called me a thief without a shred of proof.
You stole my ideas, Harper, and everyone here knows it.
Vanessa, where were you between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. last night?
I was at home, working on my new manuscript. No one was with me, so I guess I don't have an alibi.
Don't go too far, Vanessa. We might need you again.
Revenge is the most cliché motive, but then again, so is stealing someone else's plot.
You're not helping. Jason, let's start with the obvious. Where were you between 7 and 9 p.m. last night?
Home, alone, watching TV. No alibi, if that's what you're fishing for.
And the note? I know how it ends. What's that supposed to mean?
It's a line from his book. Thought he'd get a kick out of it.
Sending notes isn't the same as stalking someone. Did you go to his penthouse?
I didn't kill him, I just wanted to talk.
We'll confirm your story. Don't leave town.
He's either a killer or a terrible poet. Either way, he's worth a second look.
How about we stick to facts, not your creative critiques?
So, Mr. Grant, why does this story feel more like a cover-up than a bestseller?
How so?
What can you tell us about the rumor that Ellis was planning to switch publishers?
He was the face of my company, but switching publishers was just another of his mind games.
Mind games or not, it must have felt like a betrayal. Did it push you too far?
You think I killed him? I needed Ellis alive to keep this company afloat.
Mr. Grant, where were you last night between 7 and 9 p.m.?
In a meeting. You can check with my assistant if you don't believe me.
Desperation drives extremes. Got something to tell us? Now is the time.
I've told you everything. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a company to save.
Mrs. Ellis, we need to ask you about your ex-husband. When did you last see him?
Months ago. Raymond and I didn't exactly stay in touch after the divorce.
Funny, considering you were in his latest book, and not in a flattering way.
I saw the draft. He always had a talent for cruelty.
Enough to make you confront him last night?
I didn't kill him, if that's what you're implying. Do I look like someone who climbs penthouses?
Even the best alibis crack under pressure. Where were you between 7 and 9 p.m.?
At a charity dinner. Ask anyone there.
We will, so don't leave town.
Oh sure, I'll just cancel everything and stick around for the police.
Good. That's one way to avoid a manhunt.
Are you seriously joking about this?
Fiction has a funny way of bleeding into real life, doesn't it?
We found the missing page, Edward. Ellis was going to expose you. Your fraud, your lies. He based the killer on you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Edward. The poisoned whiskey, the locked penthouse. It's all very theatrical, but the typewriter ribbon doesn't lie.
He was going to ruin me. Everything I built, gone. Because he wanted to play hero in his stupid book.
So you killed him? To keep your secrets buried?
I didn't mean for it to happen like this. I just wanted to scare him. Buy some time.
Poisoning someone isn't buying time. It's premeditated murder.
I thought he'd change his mind, that he'd drop it. But when I saw he wouldn't,
You made sure he couldn't.
It wasn't supposed to end like this.
Edward Grant, you're under arrest for the murder of Raymond Ellis. Edward, You have the right to remain silent. You know, for someone who's not a cop, you're not half bad.
And for someone married to their work, you're surprisingly fun.